Hey everybody, this is Tim at TMEA on Friday. The man himself, Rob Stein, how are you?
I'm great, Tim.
Standing O Marching?
Yes,
right?
sir.
What's the web address?
What's that?
What's the web address?
StandingOMarching.com.
Okay, that's not hard to remember. So you do a lot of things. You wear a lot of hats.
I do.
You're here at TMEA. You have your Standing O Marching jacket on. Yep. And tell them about, in case anybody doesn't know, that's your arrangements and stuff you're selling.
Yeah, so I've been writing for 15 years. Standing O started 15 years ago, specializing in primarily original compositions. I have over 40 shows to choose from. We offer the full package from the winds to percussion to sound design, props, front panel design. We also have exclusive color guard flag and costume designs for all of our shows. So we really try to make it easy for the director that wants, the whole cohesive design done, and they can kind of piecemeal anything else they want.
So directors often buy these prepackaged shows because their programs are building. They want something they know it's going to work, proven thing. What's the main thing you tell directors over and over you keep finding yourself telling them?
A lot of them ask, is the show customizable for my group is a popular question. And it is. And I know every composer and arranger has their own thoughts, and I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it. My personal opinion is once you purchase the show, it's yours to do what you want. Because every band is different every year. So if
they have to make it work.
They have to make it work, and as much as I do my best to make it achievable and effective for every band, there's no such thing as what every band is capable of. Right. So that's why I offer things like notation files for add-ons for directors to go into Sibelius or Finale, make the adjustments. They don't have to ask me. I support them, and anything they need to do to customize the show for their band, I support that.
So when I sell a show to a band and say it's Tchaikovsky, I will just say, you can do whatever you want, but don't throw Louie Louie in the middle of this, and then say that was Tim's idea.
Right.
So I think most directors are clearly respectful.
Absolutely,
of
they are.
What you tried to create already.
Absolutely.
But if your saxophones are horrible, you've got to rewrite something to make it sound better. Sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, saxophones. I didn't mean to single you out. But.
Right, and sometimes they'll ask me to do it for them, or sometimes they might just, if they're comfortable enough, they'll get the notation files and do it themselves.
Okay, so now it's time for the big reveal. I'm going to make Rob take his jacket off. Do you mind? Because we're going to talk a little bit about fitness for band directors. Because this guy and I are both fitness enthusiasts, physique competitor. Okay, so are we getting this? Are we getting this on film? Okay, let me go down here. Come on, see, look at this. Look at this. This guy is in shape. You're so nice to do that. I can't believe I'm asking you to do this. But you're a fitness guy. What do you tell people? Band directors often eat terribly, don't get exercise, they're too busy. They're crazy busy.
They are.
So what do you tell them?
Yeah, I mean, that used to be
you're a fitness guy. You're a trainer too, right?
I am, professional natural bodybuilder. That used to be my life. I used to be rather big. I was over 200 pounds. I'm only 5'4", so 200 pounds at 5'4" is not good.
You're saying you're used to be big, now you don't feel big? Are we getting into that? Are we getting into that already? Fitness guys?
But
you're still plenty big. But you used to be, so that's huge. 200? How?
Yeah.
That's really big.
But I was also judging, and there's not a lot of time, so I ate a lot of fast food. And ultimately, it's not hard to once you know the technique. So I would say meal prepping is an easy way to make food in bulk. So maybe
what's meal prepping mean for the guy that doesn't know?
Meal prepping means cook all of your food on one day, put it in the fridge, and then piece it together.
Tupperware is your friend.
Tupperware is your friend. So you could take a bunch of meat in a crock pot, a rice cooker, and steam some vegetables, and then you've got all your containers of food, and then you want to make your lunch, and you just throw it in the container and you go to school. You can do the same thing on the weekend. You can get a little insulated cooler and bring it with you, and it does feel a little inconvenient at first, but once you start doing that and you just do it for a little while, you feel better, you're happy with the results, and it just kind of becomes more of a lifestyle.
So did you go insulated cooler to show your bicep off just then, or was that just a happy?
No, I had a.
I have to give him a hard time because I'm a bodybuilder too, and I know
he is.
I know how bad it is. No, I mean that's all. We're not going into that, but the point is, people eat fast food because they don't have time. They didn't prepare. They didn't go to the grocery store. They don't have time, whatever. So if you do a bunch of cooking, like a lot of people cook a whole lot on Sunday and put stuff away for the week.
Right.
Then when you don't have time, you grab a healthy meal that's already been prepared.
Because there's no time during the week. So pick a day when you have an hour or two, and then it doesn't have to feel inconvenient.
And I love your crock-pot thing. Like,
Thank you.
You can make a slew of meals in one big crock-pot.
Crock-pot's a game changer for sure.
Fantastic. Yeah. I'm into the beef stew thing right now. I don't know why. Like, I'm all about the beef stew right now. Because I can make it. I can make a pretty mean beef stew.
Yeah.
I know this is riveting video footage for everyone at home. So
You're at TMEA talking about
beef stew. But I think preparing your meals and buying the right, and also don't have the crappy food in your house.
Right.
Like I had this moment where the Girl Scout cookie girl came down the street, and I got like so excited.
Right.
I mean, I literally went out to the sidewalk to like make sure she didn't miss my house. So, but I have these Girl Scout cookies. I don't need these cookies.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing for me. So,
There's a great book called...
I'm rationing them.
There's a great book called Willpower Doesn't Work. It's for business, mindset, entrepreneurship. But it's basically about setting yourself up for success. And that's one of the things he gives an example of. You're struggling with food choices, just don't buy the bad stuff, and then you can't eat it because you don't have it.
It's not there.
I'm the same way. My wife and I have a rule in our house. If it can be eaten, it will be eaten. That's what we say. So I just have to control it.
Last thing, since I assumed you figured out I would want to ask you about some fitness topics because I know you're into that, and you're a great example for how you can be a musician and still take care of yourself. So, what about them when they say I don't have time to exercise? They got to find some time. So, what do you tell them?
It's more about first you have to do the kind of exercise that you like. The best type of exercise plan is the one you can stick to.
It has to be something you will do.
Right. It's have to be something you enjoy doing, and I think there's time for everything. I'm sure any band director that's watching this will say if a student says, I don't have time to practice, it probably comes down to a time management thing, and you need to make the time to practice. So it's really no different with exercise. That may mean waking up a little bit earlier. I would imagine, like when I used to be a band director, the morning was probably the best time to do it.
Can you work out in the morning? Really?
I don't.
I like drop stuff on my head.
I don't like it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
I would literally have like dumbbells in my face.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it.
But also,
for some people, it really works.
Yeah,
they get it out of the way.
It also doesn't have to be a grueling workout. Maybe the best thing you could do is wake up and go for a walk for half an hour, and then go to school. And that's great. Doing some exercise in the morning is fine. It doesn't you don't have to be killing yourself.
Just move.
Just move. Yeah. Especially for me, it's very important as I write music. When I'm in the heat of writing season, I'm sitting in a chair staring at a screen all day. So I have to make sure I at least get as much movement in as I can.
That's great advice. Find something you do. I also think find somebody to do it with.
Yeah.
Because if you're supposed to show up at the tennis court or the golf course or the gym or whatever with a friend's going to meet you there, you're much more likely to show up.
Absolutely. 100%.
So, and it's also more fun sometimes if you're not like an exercise person, but you have your friend's going to meet you at Zumba. Then you're going to have more fun.
Yeah.
And, of course, you get to buy all the Zumba pants, which apparently is a really big thing. My old workout partner, his wife was all about the Zumba pants.
Right.
She went 3 times a year, but she had 100 pairs of Zumba pants.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It's all about accountability. So if you're a band director and you need a show or you want to help get fit, I got it all covered for you.
Well, that's right. They can contact you about that, too.
Sure.
Is that also a standing O marching? Would they get hold of you?
They can. They can go to the website, submit a contact form.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and to finish this, we're going to have a pose off. Okay, so here we go. Come on, here we go. Come on.
That was great.
I can't believe you're such a good sport. That was hilarious.